I'm I'm like choked up over here after all this. But anyway, I'm so honored at this full team award, like Kimberly is saying. You may know that Kimberly and I worked together for 13 years at the Jackson Free Press, which was a fearless weekly newspaper modeled on Ott Weeklies, but more inclusive than most, frankly. Those archives are now part of our nonprofit Mississippi Free Press, named in homage to a civil rights movement newspaper that Medgar Evers and a multiracial group had the courage to produce here in the 1960s. And his daughter was our first advisory board member. Most of our team now first worked with us at the Jackson Free Press. We like to say that we have a combined 93 years experience doing honest journalism in Mississippi and being beaten up and smeared for it with anti-competitive practices by Gannett and others to this day. I squealed when I heard that we'd won the Izzy. I saw a documentary on I.F. Stone's journalism decades ago as I was choosing to do and create the kind of journalism that I was driven to do, which was more grassroots and truly inclusive, as well as really challenging to the media establishment and the old he said ways. Izzy Stone is one of my two top real journalism idols. The other is Ida B. Wells. I most appreciate that the judges seem to really get how our journalism is unique in Mississippi and much of the country. These judges' words gave me chills, and I will quote them repeatedly going forward. They said, MFP is, quote, fearless and empathetic, our fearless and empathetic reporting exposes racial and economic fault lines that go back centuries, vividly exposing how they shape politics and power in Mississippi in the 21st century. Y'all get us. That is exactly the shared vision of every member of the Mississippi Free Press, and we fully adopted. And I will be quoting it. I cut something and I had weird words. I will be quoting that repeatedly going forward because y'all get it. We call it systemic reporting, and this approach is core to every bit of work that the Izzy judges lifted up. The University of Mississippi email scandal and cover up by journalism faculty. Our water crisis work that finally directly named the racism afoot against Jackson and started a national media trend in talking about racism against Jackson, which nobody was really doing before that. And certainly the Black Women in COVID project that is indeed exposing those fault lines and intentionally embedded inequities in counties across our state since the violence of Reconstruction started it all, really. We call our approach Mapping Mississippi. I think that map flashed up there a few minutes ago. This summer, Trashida Jackson, the longtime educator we just hired, is leading our new education equity reporting project. We will go county by county, segregation academy by seg academy, as we tell the stories long hidden from Mississippi and America on the road to solutions through knowledge and truth. The project will go beyond schools into how white flight from the schools have destroyed full communities across the state of Mississippi. Just help us all, please, by passing the word on how we're innovating journalism in Mississippi, focusing on systems at the core of our reporting. Good journalism is about so much more than catching the bad guy. We want our journalism to help change the systems that lets that bad guy get away with it over and over and over again. We so appreciate all of you, and thank you so much.